welcome back. It's so good to see you. So today I have another book haul to share with you. And as usual, I start out with my son's book, and then I move on to my daughter's book, and then I move on to the book I chose. And this time I got 2 books. Yay! Okay, so let's start out with my son's. This is another book from Wings of Fire. A graphic novel. You know my son loves graphic novels. And this, I think he has book 2 and maybe book 3. I haven't been able to find book 1, but he doesn't care. He just loves them. But this is book 5, The Brightest Night. And yeah, it's a graphic novel. These look like little comic books, don't they? My son absolutely loves these dragon books. I don't even really know what they're about, but he likes them. And my daughter likes them too. She always reads his graphic novels when he's done. But oh, look at that. They've got a bunch of them. There's 14. Oh my goodness. And then there's something called Legends. Dark Stalker Dragon Slayer. Oh my. That's interesting. Okay, so let's read what is going on with this book. It says, one will have the power of wings of fire. Okay. It's kind of hard because it's darker up top. But this says, Sunny has always taken the Dragonette prophecy very seriously. If Pyria's dragons need her, Clay, Tsunami, Glory, and Starflight, to end the war and choose the next queen of the Sand Wings. She's ready to try. She even has some good ideas how to do it, if anyone would listen to her. But Sunny's faith is the prophecy. But Sunny's faith in the prophecy has been shaken as the Dragonettes forge ahead, confronting buried secrets and deadly surprises in the shifting sands of the desert. Sunny must decide, is her destiny already written, or can 5 Dragonettes change their fate and save the world the way they choose? Ooh. Whatever. This is not my kind of story, but it's definitely his. He likes this type of thing. So, okay, so there's that one. And then my daughter, I got her I feel like it's kind of a kiddish book. She's been reading more teen, young adult type things, but I don't know, I just liked this cover, and it's 2 books in one, so that's cool. But these are called Star Friends, and it's Magic Mirror and Wish Trap. What could this be about? Oh, and it's illustrated? Oh, so it's like a chapter book, but there's illustrations as well. Oh, I bet my son would like this too. Very cool. I love books that have really big text. You know, I feel like the book can be like this thick or whatever, but if the text is large, I feel like I can read it faster. Is that just me? Is anyone else like that? I don't know. Okay, let's read the back just look at the cover. You know I love purples and teals and blues. That's probably why I got this book, because of the colors. Look at it, it's so pretty. Meet the Star Friends. So there's 4 Star Friends. We've got Mia, Lexi, Violet, and Sita. It says Mia and her friends, Lexi, Sita, and Violet, discover that they are star friends. All of them have magical powers. Ooh. And they can communicate with animals who have traveled from the star world. What? I want to be able to communicate with animals. How cool is that? When Mia's older sister starts acting strangely and a run of bad luck hits the local gymnastics team, the star animals sense the dark magic. That dark magic is at work. Can the girls use their new abilities to put a stop to it? So I'm assuming the first book is about how they discover they have powers, and then the second book is the dark magic thing. I don't know. I wish they had cool books like this when I was a kid. I think I would have liked reading more. I always hated reading when I was a kid. I love reading now, though. Okay, so this is actually 2 books in one, so that's really cool. Okay, so that was my daughter's book. Okay, now I have 2 books. The first one I'm very excited about. This is number 1 New York Times bestseller. I've never heard of it, but it's obviously doing pretty good. By Mitch Albom? I don't know. Author of Tuesdays with Marie. I've never heard of that book either. This is called The Stranger in the Lifeboat. I like that this book is like textured, and it's like it's got a book cover, but that's just the actual cover, you know? Okay, so we've got a back, but then we also have this inner thing. I don't know if this is the description or what. I guess we'll find out. I just read the back when I was in the store, and I was like, oh yes, this sounds great. Okay, so it says, what would happen if we cried out to God for help and someone claiming to be God actually appeared before us? What? Okay, in Mitch Albom's profound novel, a group of shipwrecked passengers must face that challenge when a strange man they pull from the water says he can save them all, but only if they believe in him. What? Okay. Also, I love books that are like textured like this, you know? I think that's so cool. I feel like my stomach is about to growl, so I haven't eaten breakfast yet. So just prepare for that. Okay, so let's see if this is a little description. It says, adrift in a raft after a deadly ship explosion. Ooh, 10 people struggle for survival at sea. Short on food, water, and hope, they spot a mysterious man floating in the waves. They pull him in. Thank the Lord we found you, the passenger says. I am the Lord, the man whispers. What would you do? Like, oh my gosh, okay. So, sets the scene in Mitch Albom's, there's a dog outside, I'm sorry. In Mitch Albom's most beguiling, I don't know, an inspiring novel yet, one that drives to the core of our deepest beliefs. Albom has written of heaven In the celebrated #1 bestsellers, The 5 People You Meet in Heaven and The First Phone Call from Heaven. Ooh, those sound interesting. For the first time in fiction. Whoa, wait, those are non-fiction? What? Okay. For the first time in fiction, he ponders the question of divine intervention. What would we do if God, or someone claiming to be God, actually answered our call? Would we accept it, dismiss it? Would our belief be based on the stranger's looks, words, actions, or our own desperation? In The Stranger in the Lifeboat album weaves a web of fast-paced mysteries that jump time and keep us guessing. What caused the ship to explode? Who was actually in the lifeboat? Is the man claiming to be the Lord for real? The story is narrated by a lonely passenger named Benji, who recounts the events in a notebook that is discovered a year later. Oh my god, how cool! When an empty lifeboat raft washes up on an island of Montserrat, I don't know, it falls to the island's chief inspector, Jardy LaFleur, a man battling his own demons to solve the mystery of what really happened out at sea. Paced like a thriller, yet full of album's signature life wisdom, The Stranger in the Lifeboat is a uniquely uplifting story that will leave you examining your own beliefs while suggesting that answers to our own prayers may be found where we least expect them. Oh my god, doesn't that sound amazing? Like, I cannot wait to start reading this book. So cool. Okay, so there's that book, and then we have one book left, and I'm so excited. I finally got it. Kristen Hanna's The Four Winds. People says that it's spectacular. This is the latest novel by Kristen Hanna, so I'm hoping that it's really good. The last book that I read, I can't remember the name of it. I don't know. What was it? It was the one with the lady in the coma. Angel Fall, something like that. Yeah. I wasn't too impressed with that one. So, but this is, I feel like her later books, or her most recent books, are better than her earlier writings, or whatever you call them. So, I'm very excited, because I think that this is like historical fiction, and I like historical fiction. Yeah, it says #1 New York Times bestselling author of The Nightingale. The Nightingale is my favorite book ever. And that's a historical fiction. But, oh my gosh, look at how thick this book is. Like, how long is this book? 448 pages. This woman likes to write. I don't know how long it's going to take me to read this. Probably a long time. Unless it's like The Nightingale, then I'll finish it in like 4 days, which is very quick for me. Okay, so let's read everything on the back. It says the best-selling hardcover novel of the year. Hardcover. Like, what? Why? They have categories of hardcover and softcover. Like, so it wasn't the best-selling softcover novel of the year? That's interesting. Okay. The best book of the year from all these people. The Washington Post, Parade, Newsweek, Audible, Pop, Sugar, and Amazon. It's the best book of the year. I'm assuming last year, because I think this book came out last year or something. The Book of the Month Club, the best book of the year. A #read with Jenna Today Show book club pick. I don't know anything about the Today Show, so I don't even know who Jenna is. Okay. Let's read what it's about. Okay, Texas. Oh, hey, I'm from Texas. What? Okay, Texas, 1921. A time of abundance. The Great War is over. The bounty of the land is plentiful. And America is on the brink of a new and optimistic era. But for Elsa Walcott, deemed too old to marry in a time when being a wife is a woman's only option, the future seems bleak until the night she decides to change the direction of her life and makes an impulsive choice that ruins her reputation. Oh my goodness, Elsa, what's happening? Elsa is faced with only one respectable choice: marriage to Raffaele Martinelli, a man she barely knows. Oh no, Elsa, how could you? By 1934, the world has changed. Millions are out of work, and drought has devastated the Great Plains. Farmers are fighting to keep their land and their livelihoods as crops fail, water dries up, and the earth cracks open. Dust storms roll relentlessly across the plains. Everything on the Martinelli farm is dying, including Elsa's tenuous marriage. Is that right? Tenuous? I don't know. Who cares? Each day is a desperate battle against nature and a fight to keep her children alive. In this uncertain and perilous time, Elsa, like so many of her neighbors, must make an agonizing choice: fight for the land she loves or leave it behind and go west to California in search of a better life for her family. What will she do? The Four Winds is a rich, sweeping novel that stunningly brings to life the Great Depression. Oh, I like stuff about that. And the people who lived through it. The harsh realities that divided us as a nation, and the enduring battle between the heaves and the haves and the have-nots. A testament to hope, resilience, and the strength of the human spirit to survive adversity. The Four Winds is an indelible portrait of America and the American dream, as seen through the eyes of one indomitable woman whose courage and sacrifice will come to define a generation. Oh my gosh, this sounds amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think I'm gonna read this one first because it seems like I'll be able to read it a lot faster. Because there's a lot of words here. So I want to read this one first, but I think they both sound amazing. So we have Kristen Hanna, The Four Winds, Mitch Albom, The Stranger in the Lifeboat, and then we have Star Friends by Linda Chapman, and then Wings of Fire by I don't even know. I'm not even gonna try that. But anyway, I'm so excited. I really hope that you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.